3 boys, aged 11, 10 and 8, have died.
Father has told Sky News of the awful moment his wife and son died in Loch Lomond on Saturday.
But what if the pool closed nearest to me? Would she be free to swim in the sea?
Would my club close to the loss of a nation?
A community broken for a whole generation.
A lifetime stolen of body and soul.
Laughter faded like a memory, an echo.
Life skills vanished, education unfinished. Our children, a statistic, our lives diminished.
Our pools are for all abilities, ages, from cradle to grave and in between stages, for the health of the nation. Our message is simple.
Hey, for our pools.
Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the Royal Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh for our final session. This is session 9 of the 25th anniversary of the Edinburgh International Swim Meet. My name is Robert Taylor. With me tonight is the Scottish National Coach, Ian Wright. Good evening, Ian. Nice to have you with us this evening.
Good evening, Robert. It's a pleasure again to be back.
Great to be back here for what is the 25th anniversary of this prestigious meet. It's always been well supported over the years.
Absolutely. I was at the first one in 1999.
I wasn't quite at that one, but I do recall being here in the early 2000s with my eldest daughter, who actually swam in this. So, yeah, it brings back a lot of old memories.
I've been trying to think as to how many of them I've been at, and it is most of them. Might even be all of them.
So, as you can see, that's what we've got this evening. We kick off with the female 1500 freestyle. That is the fastest heat. We've had a few heats during the morning and afternoon sessions for those of you who joined us on the live stream today. Following that, we then have a variety of events. All the events this evening have a junior final, then we have an A final, then we have what is a super final. We also have skins events for our 50s. Discuss that when we get into that, but that's always excellent fun and good to watch, Ian. Challenging as well for the swimmers.
It used to be longer, but now it's 350s that they do if they make the final round. I think it goes 8 down to 4 down to 2, which keeps it a little bit snappier, but it's still a big challenge to do 350s in a row at full speed.
I wouldn't classify it quite as much as the skins that used to be, because they would do an extra round, an extra couple of rounds, drop it down maybe 2 by 2, then 1 and then 1, and but it's always a challenge for them to either go flat out in the first one and just get a time and then not worry about the rest, or tactically make it right through to the final and save that little bit for the final session.
Some people use it as a little bit of a training exercise, a little training set. Usually most of them want to do that first round as see what time they can post. Go as fast as they can, rather than try to be strategic in the first round.
Indeed.
And then it's just a matter of hanging on after that. You still get through.
But a good quality of swimmers here this evening. We have Duncan Scott, who's already had a couple of victories this evening at the meet. He'll be swimming later on this evening. Cara Hanlon's been runner-up twice, Ian, in the breaststroke. She's hoping to go one better later on. And
the 200.
We've got a fascinating 400 IM to finish with Abby Wood, Freya Colbert. That should be a really good one, and Katie Shannon in that one.
That'll be interesting. You've got some genuine world level swimmers in that, with Ellen Walsh as well from Ireland. So some of these races are pretty well stacked of quality athletes. The 100 freestyle and the 100 butterfly are very impressive lineups tonight as well.
And
so definitely some good races in prospect.
Unfortunately, the two we don't have James Wilby in the breaststroke, having won the 200 and the 100, but that will still be an interesting one. Carl Melville, junior winner, is in that one, and Ollie Morgan in the 200 backstroke. He managed to get a couple of meet records in both the 50 and the 100, Ian.
He's looking in very good form. I'm a little surprised to see he didn't do the 200, but he may well be saving that for the British Championships in 3 weeks' time. Probably, maybe he's gone home to have the Sunday off and rest up for his training week next week down in Birmingham. But here we go, we're about to go with the 1500.
This will be an interesting one, because we have one of the 400, Michaela Glenister, who is the fastest qualifier in to what is our fastest heat. And we also have Phoebe Arbuckle from the Wander Bass Club in lane 5, who's been swimming some excellent times in these distance events, Ian.
Phoebe's on the way up in the distance ranks in Scotland, that's for sure. I would expect Michaela to be the stronger competitor here, but I'm interested to see what tactics they deploy. Phoebe might think, can I keep up with Michaela and go for a strong time? So we'll just have to see how it pans out. But also look out for Libby Freeman, the Morpeth swimmer in lane 3. Evie Mackey, another one of Scotland's promising juniors in lane 6 as well.
Yeah, yeah. So off fairly strong start for McClellan. Second place at the turn is Alice Forrest, who's also been swimming very well. The youngster from Derwentside. She's been most impressive throughout the whole weekend, Ian.
Yeah, she has. She's swum, I noticed her yesterday swimming very well. And it's the Derwentside always seem to bring some good swimmers up. I saw their coach the other night as well, and I know they like to come to Edinburgh. It's not too far for them to get up the road, so it's good to see them here.
Yeah. We always get a good contingent from both the northwest and the northeast of England at Edinburgh for the various meets that we hold here. And Michaela Glenister just over a body length clear of Phoebe Arbuckle. The 2 lanes in the middle, the yellow, that's the middle part of the pool. So we've gone just 150, and first 200 or 300 metres the swimmers will just get into whatever pace is comfortable for them, Ian.
Yeah, you really don't want to go too hard in that first 100. It's tempting to push off and get the arms going, but you really want to hold yourself back a little bit. Use the first 4 to 6 lengths to build up your speed, or just settle into the pace that you want to go at, as you were saying there, and then really just hold that for quite a long time. And then after you get past the 1,000 mark, you really at that point you want to try and wind it up. Although it gets very difficult, you start hurting around 700 or 800.
Yeah, that's as I mentioned this afternoon. Like the long distance runners, you sort of hit that wall towards just after the halfway mark, and it's a question of getting over that wall and just trying to build if you can. In some cases you can, but in other cases you hit the wall and you've just got to give it everything as best you can and hang in there. Yeah,
and you see both Michaela and Phoebe are repping 33 seconds. Michaela 33 mid, Phoebe 33 high at the moment. And that's good pace. I think it's probably quite comfortable for Michaela, but that's a strong pace for Phoebe. I think she's trying to keep in touch with Michaela. Michaela's very good at coming strong at the back end of the race, whether it's a 400 IM, which she did earlier in the weekend, or it's a 800 free or a 400 free. She's always coming strong at the end.
Yeah, and a good contest over that far side. 3 swimmers very tightly bunched. Evie Mackey in lane 6, Katie Noble, the Newcastle swimmer, in lane 7, and Coca Coxford, if her shoulder is not giving her too much jip, in lane 8. But the near side, can't just see lane 1, but in lane 1 is the Derwentside swimmer Alice Forrest. She's currently 3rd, and she's at steady pace around the 35.5 seconds or so.
Good. We're into the 400 mark here, and they're still repping 33, so that's really good. If you were to hold 33.5 for the whole way, that would be a 107 100-meter pace, which would I think that gives you a 16:45 total time. So that's the sort of area we're in. And you can see they're entered on.
Yeah, that's very much where Michaela's entry is. It's
16:44 she's entered on, and Phoebe is 16:56. And if you can break 17 minutes for a female into 1500, then that's pretty decent swimming, that is.
Yeah, indeed. they might not achieve PBs or bang on those times at the moment, Ian, because this time of the year they're still in fairly heavy training, so anything maybe 10-15 seconds over that is in the respectable area.
Yeah, with a slightly different scenario for Michaela, being 22 years old, established somewhere at this and something in good form, but really focusing on the British champs in 3 weeks' time to peak.
Yeah.
Whereas although Phoebe's doing the same thing, she's only 15, 16 years old. I think she's 15, although she turned 16 this year.
Yeah.
And the champs is also an important one for her.
But
at that age,
as well.
you can still be working hard, and you might still be improving in a meet like this. You still could pop in a personal best. I think she did a personal best in the 400 by 2 seconds, so she was just outside her best in the 800, I think, yesterday. So we might see her around what her personal best is.
So keep an eye on Alice Forrest.
It's great. She's they still haven't gone into the 34s.
Yeah, very much keeping it together. Just sub 34 for Phoebe, and
you can see
that's consistent 33 and a half.
It's a lot faster than the other girls are going. They're 2 seconds per length quicker than anyone else in the field here. So they're going to pull out a massive lead on the rest of the field. They're already 30, 35 meters ahead of even third place.
Yeah, 6:05 at 5:50 and 6:09 for Phoebe. Alice Forrest still to get to that 5:50 mark. She's just hit there now, so she's effectively full 20 seconds back on the leader, and 17 or so behind Phoebe Arbuckle. So a long way. This part 20 odd meters, 29 meters further back.
And there Phoebe's put her first 34 split on the board, 34.1 through 643.
So Alice Forrest will come in just ahead of Evie Mackey, a Lanark swimmer. Both just 15, Ian.
Yeah, Evie's one of our most promising Scottish junior female swimmers at the moment, and this is, she's actually good at a range of events, to be fair.
Yeah, she does a little anything and everything.
Short ones to long ones, different strokes, all sorts, so that's good. We like to see that. But another one who usually has a strong finish to her races. So she's going well now, but I would expect her
the second half she will,
and then we'll try and wind it up towards the finish.
Yeah.
But she's
she had a good 800 the other night as well.
She did, and she's just catching up Alice Forrest now.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next length she's going to come into third position.
And that split for Alice 35.80, Evie 35.41. So just picking it up just a little bit faster.
Sometimes you just see this gradual slowing down. It just a few 100ths at a time. It's fascinating. You can see the effect of fatigue creeping in. But this is a good indication here. We see the 750, the halfway point, gives a kind of a good guide as to what the finishing time might be, because you're really trying to even split the race. So 8:90, 90, effectively 8:20 and 8:26. So could be in that 16:40 to 45 area for Michaela.
And just a little bit under
16:55 around that area for Phoebe is what we're perhaps looking at if they hold the pace they're on at the moment.
Yeah.
Of course, they could get really tired and slow down. We shall see. And that lead from Michaela is just gradually creeping up a bit.
Still very consistent, sort of mid 33.5. Phoebe, on the other hand, that's probably about the slowest she's been, 34.5, Ian.
Yeah, that's she's just like adding a 10th on every time now, and it's just getting that wee bit. So that's kind of 1:09 pace that she's now on per 100.
And Evie Mackey is just just a smidgen ahead now.
Yeah, gone into third place
just
now. 35-1.
She's beginning just to pick it up.
Yeah, her pace has picked up a little bit.
As we suspected, Evie Mackey gets that little bit stronger. Last 2 or 3 times I've seen her swimming in, it's been negative splits for 8 and 1500, which is most impressive. You don't often see that, but she has a habit of doing that.
Yes, she's got a good sense of what she's doing. For a young swimmer, a very good appreciation of what pace she's going and how to set out, not go too hard at the beginning and build into it and finish strong. Of course, she doesn't get it right every time, but she seems to learn very quickly. And you can see she's working really well there. The legs are working, which isn't always the case in a 1500. Some people like to just keep the legs quite calm, a 2-beat kick. But she's got her legs involved, her arms, her stroke rate is good.
And you see Karen on the far side just keeping tabs and making sure that she's doing all the right things as best she can.
Yeah, her coach Karen Kelly from the Lanark Club where Evie swims. Yeah, 35.3 for her.
Well, Alice Forrest 35, just over 35 and a half. So Evie's just picking up maybe a quarter of a second extra and just gradually easing a little bit further away in third place.
We've got a big spread now with Michaela coming in at this is the 1,000-metre turn, 2/3 of the race gone, 500 to go. She's still hitting 33s, although that's the closest one to 34. Phoebe's slipping back a bit now, but Phoebe itself is 35 metres ahead of Alice. Of Evie.
Phoebe 34 and a bit.
So a little
Maybe
bit.
just picking up a wee bit again,
back
Phoebe.
But
now that she's gone 2/3, she'll see, right, let's try and just keep it together over the next couple of hundred and then build.
Yeah, you probably, whoever you are, how good you are, what age you are, you're probably really hurting at this point in time in a 1500. And it's a matter of pushing through that pain, which requires you to have great technique in order to hold your pace. That's one of the reasons. You can get fit as you like. If you don't have great technique, it's really hard to hold your pace in these kind of races. You need an efficient stroke.
And this is something that we've been saying, Ian, I think today on our live stream, that we're really encouraging the swimmers to try and embrace more and more to do this distance events. Especially after COVID, we started with 50s, 100s, and it's taken a while for us to get some of the swimmers engaging with 400 and above, and we have some good swimmers at that distance, as you can see. But we just need more and more to get involved, and they might actually find that they're actually better over that longer distance than the short distances. So give it a try. Just give it a try.
Yeah, and they are hard events, but some of us really like them. But it requires our coaches to help them, encourage them to do it, but also then train them towards those events as well, so that when they do it, it's a good experience and they actually get faster at it.
And as I keep on throwing in, encouraging them to try and even dip their toe in open water and give that a little try.
That's one of our focuses as well at the moment, and we're coming up, not quite there yet, but to the open water season once you get into May, June. And we've got a few events going on. We've got a new open water development squad that we've started. That'll have 43 swimmers in it, I think. They'll do some training days together where they'll learn more about open water swimming. And we'll have a small group in May go over to Mallorca to compete in an open water tournament over there. So we are trying to encourage people into that world.
We have a swimmer in this one, Coco Croxford, who's never dipped her toe in open water at all, and she's going to have a bash at that this year, and which is great to see, and that's what we want. We just want to see them have a go at anything and everything.
Yes, at this age you want to try it, explore all the events at that age. But we're coming up with, we've got 200 to go when Michaela turns in this next one.
Phoebe Arbuckle probably about best part of 25 metres further back now, Ian.
Yeah, about 20-25 back, and they're well. You got Evie and Alice are in a bit of a battle for that 3rd and 4th place because they're now well clear of the other 4 swimmers.
Yeah. Evie just turning ahead of Alice. 14:43 for Alice, 14:41.5 for Evie. And Evie with a 35:20, Alice a 35:53. As we said earlier, just hundredths or so, that just pulling away fractionally.
Yep. So just 3 lengths to go now for Michaela.
And we're going to be probably maybe a couple of seconds or so over our entry time, so it's a very, very polished performance for her.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite close to her entry. Depends if she can pick it up a little bit in the last 100 or the last length.
Keep an eye on the clock for the time for Phoebe Arbuckle, because the junior record for this is 17:03.47, held by Leah Triss, no less.
Oh, she may be quite close to that.
So I think there's a chance she might just get inside that.
So Michaela's looking to be just maybe around 1650, just under.
Yeah.
Phoebe, well, it could be close.
Yeah.
She's got to come back in at 105 to get that record,
and
the meet record.
At the moment, that was roughly about 69 seconds, so she'll certainly get a bit faster on that final 100.
She'll have to sprint it, but
got to dig in. It can be done.
I think she might just miss it, but
yeah.
Depends how fast she can kick in on the last 50. And here comes Michaela, 35 to go. Just catching up Libby Freeman.
Well, Phoebe did
got 100 left.
Phoebe a 34.81, so probably just maybe a fraction out.
Got to go 30 point on the last 50. Here comes Michaela into the finish.
And a cracking time, Ian. Just a few seconds, just barely 3 seconds over the entry time.
It's a good effort from Michaela, that. I think she'll be quite happy with that for today.
Very impressive swim overall. And Phoebe Arbuckle comes in 17:06.42. She finished a wee bit under that 34, but she really had to kick in a couple of 32s.
Yeah, I think she was hurting for a lot of that race.
Yeah, that last bit was hard, very hard for her.
Again, she'll be pretty pleased with that swim. Sets her up nicely for the British Championships in 3 weeks' time.
And it was really, as I say, roughly 10 seconds above what she was entered on, so it's and that might not necessarily be a long course time. It could be a converted short course. When she maybe did that, that's maybe converted from these districts a few months back.
Course,
yeah, could be.
Well, great swim by Evie Mackey to finish third, and you've got Alice Forrest finished 4th, Kate Noble 5th, Georgia Dickey in 6th, Coco Crossford 7th, and Libby Freeman 8th.
Yeah. Yeah, Evie Mackey 17:29 entry time, and again 17:35, very, very close to that entry time. So there's that's a confirmed result, and a good swim from Alice Forrest. She gets inside her entry time. She was at 17:41 in, but as I say, she has been swimming very well. Second in both the 8 and the 400. Phoebe Arbuckle will be effectively the junior winner of that 1500. So after that, we move to the opposite extreme, 50s, Ian. This is 50-metre breaststroke. We have, as I said earlier, junior heats. We alternate. We've got a 50 breaststroke for male and open. We then have a 50 metres butterfly for the females, and then we do a B final for male and open and female, and then we move on to the skins. So we'll try and keep you right.
Yeah, it gets a little bit complicated.
Yeah. And the skins become a bit interesting in about 10 minutes when we really get into that. So Tony Liversidge, Jack Mitchell, Johnny Martin, Connor Mitchell, Royce Crongelis, Nicholas Land, Dylan McCombie and Greg Shaw are our 8. And Connor Mitchell has been very impressive, Ian. The red cap of Wander.
A great start from Royce Crongelis in lane 5.
And coming through is the Wander swimmer to challenge Royce, but I think Royce has got the measure. Just a shorter distance. Royce maybe just a fraction faster over that short distance. Royce takes it 30.26. And Connor Mitchell 30.62. Johnny Martin 31.01 from Perth.
Ironically, the time that Royce did is the time that Connor did in the heats. So.
But he got a great start. That it helps if you get a good start.
Switch round there. There's a good swim from Royce Crongelis.
Yeah. So we move back up to the other end, and this is the female 50-metre butterfly junior final. Melissa Mainwaring in 1, 2 Ashley Drake, 3 Ashley Bailey, 4 Matilda Moeller, 5 is Katie Rose, 6 Ailey Robertson, 7 Charlotte Williams, and 8 Orla McInnes. Pretty level start. Up quickly is Katie Rose in lane 5, also there in 6 Ailey Robertson, and in 7 Charlotte Williams. I think the far side have this at the moment, Ian. Might be Ailey Robertson. It's,
hard to tell.
Lane 4 coming through very strongly at the death. Lane 4, 3 and 5. It was 4, 3 and 5.
Yeah, 28.68 from Matilda Moeller.
Yeah.
That's a good time. Improves on a heat swim of 28.8. Just came through strong in that final 10 metres there. It's a good swim. Ashley Bailey 2nd, Katie Rose 3rd. Now on to the B final of the men's 50-metre breaststroke.
Indeed, Sam Williamson in 1, Usain Cook 2, Marcus Ikovicis in 3, Arthur Robson in 4, Callum Melville 5, Alex Turnbull 6, Liam O'Connor 7, and Charlie Trotman in 8. 28.98 was the fastest coming into the B final.
There are 2 sterling swimmers in the middle here, Rafe Dobson and Callum Melville, probably the favourites, but it's going to be a close race regardless.
Liam O'Connor over in 7, maybe just shades this one. No swimmer in lane 8, and they're all bunching up now. Rafe Dobson coming through, probably just to take that one from Callum Melville. Alex Turnbull in 3rd, a wee bit faster, 28.78. And he was earlier on. So it's now the 50 butterfly female in lane 1. Stella McCarty, City Glasgow, 2 Becky Watson, Burris Stockton 3, Ciara Morris, Stirling University, 4 Alana Burns Atkin, Swim Ireland, 5 Maddie Robertson, Stirling Uni, 6 Maisie Guilford from University of Bath, Abigail Stamp 7, Faith Yuda 8, both from Edinburgh University. And Alana Burns Atkin, the 18-year-old, is first in the 200, second in the 100 from the junior side. And she's the fastest coming into this 50 Ian, so can she get back winning this one?
Yeah, the Swim Islands athlete, they've got a strong Irish contingent at this event. It's a little bit behind at the moment. I think lanes 6 and 7 are going well.
Yeah, Abigail Stamp, Faith Yuda, Abigail Stamp, I think just in 7, but they're coming back. Oh, it's on the touch here. Lane 4. Burns Atkin.
You got it.
Did get it.
27.86 actually.
Wow.
Excellent. She looked very happy to have broken the 28 marker. That's good if you can, as a female swimmer, if you're breaking 28 seconds for the 50 butterfly, you're doing a great job.
So as you can see, lights dimmed, and what happens is we bring swimmers for lanes 1 on, and lanes 2 and so on. So our male and open 50 metre breaststroke. So in lane 1 for the male and open we have Ruben Viana from League of Erne, and for the female 50 metre butterfly in lane 1 from Swim Ireland, Ellen Walsh. In lane 2 is James Wilby from Loughborough Performance Centre. And for the ladies we have Ciara Slosson, Edinburgh University. In 3, Archie Goodburn for Edinburgh University. And 3, Georgina Pryor, Derby Excel. 4, Ron de Groot, Team Netherlands. And for the ladies, Emmy Van Vust, Derby Sim. And then males, Brahms Vetzlut, Team Netherlands in 5, and Rebecca Guy for Bristol Henley. In lane 6, male and open, it's Rory Dixon, Stirling University. And for the females, Lucy Grieve, also Stirling University. In 7, from Team Netherlands, Ivor Kroos. And 7 from League of Erne, Lily Rose Berthaud. And in 8, from Stirling University for the male and open, Alex Maya. And City of Manchester Aquatics for the ladies, it's Jessica Calderbank. Alex Maya from the afternoon heats just sneaked in as the slowest of the 8. And James Wilby did in fact qualify for the 50. So we'll see how he goes in this one, Ian.
Yeah, he'll want to, I'm sure James will want to make sure he's in the top 4 here.
Yeah.
He'll relish the challenge of doing 350s. That's the kind of swimmer he is.
Archie Goodburn, I think, got maybe the best start, but coming through very strongly in 5 is Brahms Vetzlut. Going to tighten up in the final stretch. Here comes Wilby in 2 to get into the mix as well. Wilby, I think, might just sneak this one in. Wilby from 5 and 6, I think. Brahms Vetzlut and Rory Dixon. Wilby takes that. 28 dead.
Yeah, it was close.
And going to Groot. So it's Wilby, Vetzlut, Dixon and Groot who proceed.
Yeah, good swimming there from those top 4. They'll be pleased to have made it through. Low 28s, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do in the next round. So I'm not as clued in on the Dutch boys, but they're certainly Rory and James will be. They're pretty good endurance athletes, so they'll be looking to hold on to that and keep going well.
Again, that's another very open one. This is Griever very strongly in 6. That is very close, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Georgina Pryor in 3, coming through in 4. Emily Hallquist. It might just be lane 4 with the advantage here. 4-1-6 perhaps.
Oh, so close.
It was 4-1 Emmy Hallquist, Ellen Walsh, Lucy Grieve. Georgina Pryor also survives.
26-8, 26-9, 27-0,
yeah.
27-1 from Georgina. That's your top 4 that will go through to the next round.
So we have 4. So it will be De Groot, Breaststroke and Dixon. And as Ian said earlier on, 4 become 2. We used to do 4, then 3, then 2, but it's a wee bit snappier.
This is better.
This year.
Puts a little more pressure on.
Yeah, you've got to go for it. No hanging about. No second chances. And pretty similar reaction times from all of them. Will be smartly off the blocks, and he just leads Breaststroke in 5, maybe just with the advantage. But here comes De Groot. I think it's De Groot, and Wilby's pretty comfortable, Ian. Yep. Oh, well clear in this one, and Wilby and De Groot. So they go head to head. I think Wilby will probably slot into lane 5, and De Groot will remain in 4.
I would expect so, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like a hat trick on the cards here for Wilby. He's effectively won the 50 from the first heat.
Yes.
But he wants to
win all 3 races.
Win the whole thing.
And with his, he's the best 200 swimmer in the field by far, at his best with a 207. So you expect him to be able to keep up a high intensity. This will be close. So this one for the ladies here, the 50 butterfly. This is see what fatigue affects these 4 from the first one.
Ellen Walsh, Georgina Pryor, Amy Hallquist, Lucy Grieve. Lucy Grieve maybe over on the far side, we've got off pretty sharp, and on the near side, Ellen Walsh coming through in the middle lane, Amy Hallquist, and she's got every chance of maybe getting there. Lucy Grieve, I think, might just be okay. Lucy Grieve's okay, and also in 1 is Grieve and Walsh, who had the best starts, Ian.
Yep.
And that counts big in 50s. Lucy Grieve, 100 faster.
Ellen Walsh, such a good swimmer. Ellen Walsh from Ireland. I mean, you're as likely to see her in 400 IMs as you are in 50 butterflies. In fact, a world short course, European short course medalist in the 400 IM. So to see her smashing out a sprint butterfly, credit to her.
Yep. So Wilby, as we suspected, moves over to 5, De Groot in 4. So that's our finalists for the skins. James Wilby having won the 100 and the 200. He's won the 50, but he wants a complete sweep. And you wouldn't bet against him, Ian.
No, we wouldn't bet against him here. I would expect James to get this, but...
A great start as well. Well, De Groot will come back at him.
Yeah, De Groot has been in good form in the past few months.
But, yeah, with 15 metres to go, he's not going to do anything now. If anything, Wilby's stroking further and further away. Cracking swim. Well, 28 in the very first bit, and it's 28.83.
I think James will be pretty happy with his work there.
So I think we might have Lucy Grieve moving into 5. Yeah, she has moved from 6 up to 5. Ellen Walsh, Irish swimmer. This is going to be a fascinating one, Ian.
Well, they were only 100, separated them in the round of 4, so let's see how close it is here. They both got good starts, both very consistent with their technique and their stroke rate. It could come down to the last stroke on the finish, who can get their wall onto the hands, their hands onto the wall best.
And virtually together at that 15-metre mark. They're still virtually much together, but Ellen Walsh maybe just shades it. Lucy Grieve will come back strongly in the final section. There's not much between the two, Ian.
Just Ellen
I think Walsh just got this. Yeah, I think she's just pulled out just enough to do it. Ellen Walsh gets that.
And she did the she did the same time in the final there she did in the second round.
Yep.
Exactly 27.49.
So Ellen Walsh wins the skins. So a good bit of fun there. I think last night, Ian, we had 2 sets of skins, just the one tonight, one on Friday. That's because I think we had a 1500 to kick off.
Yeah, well, I think that's all that, because we had 2 of the essentially 8 skins to do, and we had 4 of them yesterday, 2 on Friday, so that's us done with the skins now.
So back to bottom end of the pool, doubling the distance. This is 100 freestyle, our junior final. Harry Sharp goes in 2, Wonderbass. 3, Conor Fitzgerald, Swim Ireland. 4, Evan Davis in Perth City. 5, Zach Slater, East Lothian Swim Team. 6, Magnus Morris, Ren 96. And 7, Finlay Chang from City Glasgow. They do this deliberately in putting Ren 96 swimmers in lane 6 just to make it complicated for us commentators.
Yep.
So all these swimmers in the high 52s to the mid 53s. Halfway mark, it's Conor Fitzgerald 25.51, just from Evan Davison. It's a little between the 2, lanes 3 and 4, the black cap and the red cap. Ireland and Perth City, but it's a Perth City swimmer, Evan Davidson. I think it's just pulling through the death. It's going to be very tight. Evan Davidson comes through clear. Lanes 5 and 3. Zach Slater, East Lothian. Conor Fitzgerald from Ireland. Well done, Evan Davidson. Takes the junior heat in 52.46. A 10th of a second faster than he did this morning's heats.
Yeah, Evan Davidson, a good all-round swimmer, but not really 100 free his main event. He's more 200 free, 400 IM, 200 IM, 200 breaststroke type of athlete, but clearly he's got a reasonable form on 100 freestyle as well.
So this is the B final. In 1 we have Joe Watterson from the Isle of Man. 2, Aaron Olkers from Stirling University. 3, Thomas Leggett, Swim Ireland. 4, Oliver Solgaard Anderson from Hovenstatens. 5, Vince de Paul from Team Netherlands. 6, Evan Jones, Stirling University. 7, Merlin Belmont from Team Netherlands. And 8, Scott Gibson, Edinburgh University. Low 51s to high 51s for this one. And all cleanly off. And smartly away in lane 5. And in lane 1, Joe Watterson in 1. Oliver Solgaard Anderson in 4. Lane 5, Minster Powell also not out of it, but I think lane 4 and 5 are going to turn first and second. Evan Jones in third. Solveig Anderson still maintains that slight advantage. Joe Watterson in one, still trying to keep in touch down the final stretch. Looks like Solveig Anderson's going to take this, but finishing very strongly. Evan Jones in 6. Going to be very tight. Jones has got that. 50-65, 50-84 for Solveig Anderson. And Thomas Leggett, 51-29.
Yeah, quite a big drop from Evan Jones there from his heat of 51.4 down to 50.6 to win that big final.
Very impressive finish there, Ian.
Yeah, I mean, Evan much more endurance based. He was always going to have a strong second 50. Prioritising the 200 freestyle is probably his main event, so it's no surprise that he came back strong there.
Yep. So our athletes for the super final: Jordan Cooley from Leeds University, 2 Thomas Piron from League of Erne. In lane 3 from Stirling University is Jack McMillan. In lane 4 from Stirling University is Duncan Scott. In lane 5 from Edinburgh University is David Cumberledge. In lane 6 from Feyenoord is Sean Nievold. In lane 7 from Swim Ireland, Shane Ryan. And in lane 8, also from Swim Ireland, Evan Bailey. That's the Malin Open 100 metres freestyle super final. Well, Duncan Scott, winner of the 200 early in the week, and also the 200 IM. Been doing a variety of different events just to try and mix it up and keep him nice and fresh going into the trials, Ian.
He uses these races as part of his training. It's a test of how fast he's going, but it's also cumulatively over the weekend. It's a series of races which form part of his training program, and then he'll probably start of next week have a couple of easy training days, and then he'll maybe hit some harder work towards the end of the week as he's building up that quality training into the British Championships.
Strong start over in lane 7. Shane Ryan, the Irishman. And Scott Will there now, and just digging in. Maybe half a metre clear, Ian.
Yeah, he's looking very good going down here. Jack McMillan trying to go with him. 23.3 is a really good split for Duncan. 23.7 for McMillan at the turn. 24.0 for Cumberledge. Cumberledge was strong on the second 50 this morning, but he's not looking as strong just now. It's all Scott.
And Duncan Scott well clear. McMillan's going to get second. Close for third. Lane 6, I think Neville did just get third. 48.61. Another fantastic swim. Very close to the meet record. Just a mere 1200 short.
Yeah, I was talking to Duncan before the race actually, and I think he would. He said he would be very happy if he went into the 48s. So 48.6 is actually. I think he'll be delighted with that at this phase of his preparation. Good swim from Jack McMillan in second place. 49. Well,
I think it was a low 49.
49, and then Cumberledge was into the 50s, but it was.
Neville finishing third.
The third
40,
one under the
49, 49.90, 49.41 for McMillan. So very, very good times.
Very impressive. 48.6 is a good place to be. And Duncan will go away, swim down now. He's got the 100 Butterfly coming up in half an hour's time or so.
Yeah, you had the race pretty well under control after about 30 metres there.
Yes. I mean, obviously such a fascinating 100 freestyle ahead at the British Championships and again in 3 weeks' time.
So it's the female 200 backstroke. Anna Tyers from Derby Excel in 1, 2 Gabby Freeman, Morpeth, 3 Katie Rose, Warner Bass Club, 4 Maria Howe from University of Aberdeen Performance, 5 Charlotte Williams from Hatfield, 6 Elizabeth Land from the Newcastle swim team, 7 Matilda Mola from Hovenstatens, and in 8 Emily Headley from the Newcastle swim team. Well, 222s to 225s. Good competition to try and get into this junior final from a lot of the swimmers, both this morning and this afternoon. Quite a lot of them getting in from times this afternoon. And it's the Hatfield swimmer, Charlotte Williams, who looks as though she's going pretty well, along with lane 1. Anna Tyers from Derby Excel. Yeah. It's Anna, I think, maybe just shading it at the halfway mark. Got it very strongly and maintaining that strong advantage. Already turning about a body length clear, 108.42. Yeah, Williams 109.62 in.
Yeah, really, Anna Tyers really having a go at this. Good to see. I really like to see that when someone's in the outside lane and they really have a go at the and try and surprise the faster people perhaps in the middle lane. So Anna Tyers still holding on well here. She goes down the third 50. She's got about a 2 meter lead ahead of lane 4 and lane 2.
Yeah. Comes into the meet. Winner at the Derby meet.
Yeah, just closing her down a little bit. She's got still got 1.3 seconds on the field as she enters the final 50, and doesn't look like she's struggling here.
Maria Howe has picked up a wee bit, but yeah, as you see, and she's still got plenty, I think, in the tank here.
Yeah, very good. Maria Howe coming back a bit now. Gabby Freeman from Morpeth in 2, and lane 6 going well, Elizabeth Land.
Well, if anything, she's going full and fuller way in. Maria Howe will get second, and in 6 Elizabeth Land. Very impressive from an outside lane to take that. A big margin as well.
Yeah, that's 4 seconds quicker than she went this morning. Excellent race.
Yeah, almost a second faster than a second swimmer. 2:20.87, 2:21.63 Maria Howe, and Gabby Freeman from Morpeth 2:23.07. So this is the B final, Ian.
Yeah, a range of nationalities in this one as well. English, Irish, Scottish, and
French
as well.
Yeah. So Molly Garrett from Surrey Manchester Aquatics. 1, 2 Maria Godden, Swim Ireland. 3 Olivia Butler, Edinburgh University. French swimmer Carla Malou from Liga Guverne. Niamh Ward in 5, University of Bath. 6 Ellen Walsh from Swim Ireland. 7 Caitlin Ebbage, Stirling University. And in 8 Susie McNair from Stirling Swimming. Susie getting into this. She's the youngest competitor. Has made a B final. We have another junior who's managed to scrape into the A final.
Interesting to see Ellen Walsh back in the water already after that 50 butterfly. She's fancying a 200 backstroke now.
Good starts in lane 1 and in lane 7, Caitlin Ebbage and Molly Garrett. Niamh Ward coming through in lane 5, Ian, pretty strongly to take it up at approaching 50.
Yeah, Niamh Ward really attacking this first length here. 30.5 is quick opening speed on a 200 backstroke.
Full second faster than Maria Godin in lane 2. And Carla Maharu in lane 4. Might just be bidding her time, Ian, in lane 4. Just over a body length back on her leader.
Yeah, Maria Godin also looking pretty good in lane 2. But what it is, 2 meters clear out in 104.3. Really impressive start. It's whether she can keep that going now.
Yeah. Godin tried to come back, but the other swimmers, Olivia Butler in 3, picking up along with Carla Malheureux. But still, Ward's got something in the tank still. 65 meters to go. Ward still maintaining the advantage. They are coming back at Butler. Butler's coming through strongly in 3 here.
Yeah, good 50 from Butler there, 34.3 from her. She had the fastest length there as we enter the final 50.
And I think she's the big danger. Ward's still managing to just hold her. And Butler's now coming through to put that challenge in with just over 25 to go. Race certainly on. Ward with a wee bit to do. Butler trying hard to get back on Thames. I think she's just finishing the stronger. Butler's going to get this, Ian.
It's close.
Ward's got that. Yeah, just from Butler. 2:14.85, 2:15.01 for Butler, and third place Maria Godin in lane 2, 2:16.75.
Yeah, another good drop there from the heats from Niamh Ward. Was 2:17 down to 2:14. I think she'll be really happy with the 2:14 tonight in that B final. It was a really good effort. It's good when people go out for it like that and still hold on.
Yeah.
You know, it's you want someone to be brave like that sometimes and really have a go.
Yeah, and she had a go. She really did have a go. Yeah.
It hurts more when you do it like that. Yeah. But the prize can be better.
Yeah, yeah. And still had enough left in the tank in that last 10 metres.
Yeah, you've got to be tough, and she was tough. She knew the girls were coming back at her. She held on nicely.
So our first swimmer's just gone through. Kathleen Dawson in 1 from Stirling University. And Dominique in 2 from League of Erne. 3 is Holly McGill from Stirling University. 4, Mary Harris from Loughborough Performance Centre. In 5 from Team Netherlands is Lottie Hosper. In lane 6 from Stirling University, Katie Shanahan. In lane 7 from City Manchester Aquatics is Sophie Shaw. And I know what the M on that their label is. It's City Manchester Aquatics. And in lane 8, Hovenstadt's Falca Tint, the 18-year-old getting into the final.
Well, what we do know here is from the heats that certainly Kathleen, Holly, Maddie and Katie were pretty comfortable in the heats.
Yeah.
That was their time from the heats is not reflective of what they're capable of. They were cruising. So this the lane order here doesn't mean much. I'm not sure how hard the heats were for Lottie Hosper, the Dutch swimmer, but we could see a very different race here.
Yeah,
compared to the timings from the heats.
Yeah, Maddie Harris certainly seemed to be cruising. Katie Shannon also wasn't doing an awful lot. Neither was Holly McGill, to be fair.
Shanahan is a European silver medalist on this event, 2:07, and the Scottish record holder. Kathleen Dawson is 2:08, personal best time. Holly McGill, 2:11.
And you see they virtually get as close to that 15-metre mark as they can, maximise as much underwater work. A strong start from Kathleen in lane 1.
Yeah, she'll need to take advantage of her speed here to get ahead at the start, see if she can hold on.
Katie Shanahan going well over in 6. So it's Dawson and Shanahan at the moment, with Harris in 3rd.
It's a good start from Shanahan at 30.78. In fact, slower than Ward went in the heat before, but I expect Shanahan's to maintain that speed better here. She's the favourite, really, but Maddie Harris is very good at this event. So is Holly McGill. Holly beat Katie at this event a couple of weeks ago. And Dawson can put in a really fast one as well if she wants.
Well, Katie Shanahan has gone out strongly from lane 6, and at the moment,
that's
just
excellent
extending
opening
that
speed. 32.4 on the second 50 from Shanahan. 103.2 at the 100. She PB'd in the 100 on Friday night, so we know her backstroke's in good form. It's a case of how much she can push this here.
Well, she's certainly pushing it. Going well clear. It's all over, Ian, as far as I'm concerned. I think
Shanahan might have the win here.
Yeah.
Holly McGill is not far away, but she comes back strong in the last 50. They both train at Stirling. Holly's about 1.33 behind. Maddie Harris starting to make a push for it now.
And Holly McGill certainly moving. And Harris also trying to get herself back into the picture. Katie Shanahan maybe tying up a wee bit, but she's still well clear, Ian.
Yeah, she's holding on. This could be a 2:09. If it is, it'll be a really good swim from her. She looks strong. Here she comes. 2:09.52. Great swim. 2:10.9 from Holly. I think that's personal best from her.
Yeah. Eddie Harris 2:12.33. Oh, Katie, not just wasn't really hanging on at the end, but yeah, she'd done all the hard work at the 150 and just brought it home.
I think she wanted to make her mark there, stamp her authority on the race.
Yeah.
She's got 200 IM to come up shortly in about half an hour's time, so she'll need to get out quickly and go swim down and get ready for that, because that's one of her other best events.
So we've completed the female 100 back. We now move over to another 3 heats for the male and open 200 backstroke. This is the junior final. 1 we have Kyle Mitchell from Geary, 2 Logan van der Mullen from Stirling Swimming. In 3 we have Thio Malfit from Villefranche. 4 is Evan Gallier-Michon from Ligue Auvergne. 5 is Nicholas Stella from Homenstadt. 6 Lucas Brown, Stirling University. 7 Callum Peebles, East Lothian Swim Team. And 8 Kieran Watterson from the Isle of Man. 2:10 to 2:14 were the times getting into this. Looks to be a wee hiccup just at the start here. Not quite sure whether it's
I think it's lane 7. There's
something wrong over the far side.
The backstroke starting mechanism is just loose, I think.
Dermot Jessamine, referee, just going over just to check. Maybe a problem is a don't know whether there's a problem with the block or a wobble. Just make sure everything's fine. This is one of the things that is quite key, because Durno is the World Aquatics referee who's here, so
I think we're going to have to change that block.
Yeah.
I think the block is, or it's going to have to be tightened up.
Yeah, so looks like we'll maybe have a few minutes delay, Ian, before we get underway. So lads will get their kit back on and keep themselves nice and warm.
Yeah, and you have to let these things do what they may. Athletes to prepare themselves mentally for that moment, and then all of a sudden you have to pause and reset.
As you can see, the mechanism coming out, the gentleman in a black top, Ralph Payne, who is a massive amount of meets based over in Fife, does a lot of stuff at national events and at the East District event. Been doing this for as long as I've been involved in swimming, Ian.
Likewise for myself, Ralph's known him for a long time.
So takes a real pride in his job, Ian.
Yeah, he knows everything about these blocks and pads, and if anyone can fix it, he can. We might need some help here, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's maybe even beyond his capabilities.
You think it's quite hard to screw these blocks into the floor and unscrew them out. It's not it's a wee tricky task, to be honest with you. Done it many times myself, and it's a bit of work. And you've also got to make sure the block is fully forward. I think that's what's come. The block has come loose on its movement, which can happen when the athletes, certainly the older athletes and the men, are pushing off that block hard. If it's not screwed in as tight as possible, it'll just push it backwards a wee bit.
Yeah.
I would say they need. Usually lifeguards come and help with these things. Here we go.
Yeah, here we are.
You need a few different tools to get it going. First, I think the block is as far forward as it will go. Now they'll just need to.
Maybe just get the nut tightened or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I had the joys of that a couple of weeks ago at the Hearts meet at Bathgate. We had problems with a couple of the blocks, both in the morning and afternoon, and we lost best part of 50 odd minutes because it took so long to get the block tightened up. It wasn't even perfect at that point, but pool staff did a really amazing job and managed to get underway again. But it's not good when it happens, because not a lot you can do.
And if it's loose, and this was a backstroke start, and you've got the mechanism for the ledge for the backstrokers that sits into the block.
Yeah.
And if the block is loose and they push on the wall,
it goes again.
It goes again, and the guards on the backstroke ledge can slip, and the person in that lane could just have a really bad start, and it would be unfair in the context of the race if that happens. So better that it's fixed now rather than have the race go wrong and then have to re-swim the race and fix it later.
The good thing is we will have only 3 heats of this, so fingers crossed to get it fixed and it doesn't cause any problems later on.
No, and now that with some of the power events are out of the way, like that 100 freestyle, it maybe won't happen again if they can get it screwed in tightly.
Of course, we do have an alternative, Ian. We've got blocks at the other end. Not ideal, but they could start the 100 at the other end and swim it from the opposite direction if there was a major problem. I'm sure they will want it fixed if they can.
They want to avoid that at all. It really, I mean, it just needs tightening up from what I can tell.
Most unusual for this to happen at not Tollcross, at the Commonwealth pool.
That's why it's really important that usually the night before an event or even between sessions that these things are gone through and check them. Someone needs to really, and you have to grab the block and really put some weight on it to see if it's loose. Just a little shake won't do the job, and if you can move it, then it needs something attention to it.
And that's something that we're taught poolside when we do the pool check before we get underway, to double check that all the equipment is functioning correctly, because the last thing you see, and you start and then 10 minutes afterwards you've got a delay, and all of a sudden that 2.5 hour session becomes 2 hours 40 or 3 hours, and you're struggling to actually get the session running time, and you end up overrunning and maybe not getting all the swims. Thankfully we're not so bad here. We've got a little bit of time, but they'll be keen to get underway as soon as. I suppose the only good thing for some of the swimmers, just check. Just an announcement being made. Just let you know what's happening. Just announcing to everyone that they'll hopefully get this fixed fairly shortly and get us underway. But for swimmers like Katie Shannon, she'll be quite glad for an extra 5 or 10 minutes. It helps the recovery time. Gives a little bit of swim down time as well. So
anyone who's got another swim to come, who's already raced, will be delighted about this.
Yeah. You can see the guys got the spanners out.
Shouldn't take too long.
No, if they've got all the gear there, it should be 2 or 3 minutes. Just get the right attachment on, tighten it up, make sure it's all nice and tight, and off we go again.
A little bit of action of the coaches on the pool side. There's Danielle Brayson, the Glasgow head coach, talking to one of our foreign visitors.
Yes,
some of the Warrender coaches there as well.
Yeah, maybe having a wee chat with the Dutch coach. Maybe it might have been just.
Yeah, I'm not sure which club he represents.
The thing is, it's frustrating for the swimmers because they were all ready to go in, and they've got to wind themselves up again.
As long as they don't get distracted mentally, physically they'll still be fine.
Yeah.
They should be making an effort to keep themselves loose, but there's nothing they can do about it. It's not their fault. They just need to keep their mind on the game. You just need to reset a little bit. You might take your mind off it for a few minutes, listen to some music. Just stay relaxed is the message, you know, and keep focused. But don't focus too much until the whistle goes again.
Yeah.
I always often say to the athletes, when you hear the referee's whistle, that's when you switch your brain really on. You don't want it turned on 10 minutes before the race. I want you to zone in just as the referee's whistle goes and asks you to step onto the block or into the water. And you're not wasting any mental energy too early. Here it looks like we're ready to go.
Fingers crossed. So the junior final, those are the 8 athletes ready to go. Two French swimmers in 3 and 4 and a Dutch swimmer in 5 with the fastest entry times, Ian.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to know exactly with these foreign ones, athletes in this, how reflective that is of their best times. But it's quite close in the front. We've got 2 on 2:10, 1 on 11 and 3 on 2:12.
Lane 4, even Gallant Mikon going very well indeed. His entry time, he comes into the meet in on a 2:04.05, where he finished 5th at the French Junior Championships.
Well, 2:04 would be very impressive. So, here with a 2:10.
Nicholas Costella going very nicely indeed in lane number 5.
Costella is a classy swimmer. He's one of the top Danish junior swimmers.
His entry time, where he was 11th at the European Juniors. And halfway mark, he's gone out strongly, 1:00.53 already, a second and a half clear. And you kind of think that, like Katie Shanahan, he's gone out strongly.
Yeah, she would have been faring okay in this race against most of them, but not against Costella with a minute point out, 31 on his second 50. He's, what is he, 4 or 5 meters clear now of lane 4. Still a 31 on that length, that's great.
Probably looking at 205-ish.
Well, 2.4 maybe if he holds the pace. If he can hold that pace, it'll be 2.04. If he quickens up, he could go 2.3. If he slows down a bit, it's tiring, it could be a 2.5. But he's got this from lane 3, I think.
Yeah.
Way clear of the field here. He must have been messing around a bit this morning.
Well, 203.
203, very
good. 203.88, coming back in a 31.88, even faster than the last 50. And clearly he'd had maybe a bad morning. Maybe just didn't work for him.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean, maybe he had some other events as well. Not sure what happened to Lucas Brown there. He seemed to slow right down on that last 50. But Castella with the win, 4.5 seconds clear of Tio Malfait.
Yeah, that time would have comfortably got him into the A final this evening. So our B final, Rhys Blackett in 1 from the Newcastle swim team, 2 Ben Twinham, Derby Excel, 3 Angus Allison, Stirling University, 4 George Whittle, Derby Excel, 5 Lucas Dan Bremner from Hovenstatens, then 6 Lucas Delia from Villafranche, 7 Andrew Brodie, Edinburgh University, and 8 Jack Doherty Simpson, City of Glasgow. 207s through to 209s. Well, can anybody get 203, 204 in the B final? I'll have to go some to do that. Lane 4, smartly away, Whittle. Also over in 6 and 7. Delia and Brodie. Lane 1 up there as well, Rhys Blackett. Just below lane 6, Ian. Delia, the Frenchman. No, Brodie just ahead. A little in it over that far side. 29.48.
Brodie, the Edinburgh University swimmer, is taking the early lead. Lane 4 also looking strong, George Whittle. Always interesting in turning backstroke, the tactics that you might employ. You can't always go hard from the start. Some people have to be steady and build into the race. Some people want to come back really strong on the last 50. It's always a good idea to try and even split it. And Whittle is his taking. I think he's just taken. He turned second, but I think he's gone into the lead now. So close though, him and Brodie.
Been a little in it. Whittle maybe just about there, but Brodie's still got a wee bit left, I think. If anything, Brodie's maybe going a faster 50 for the third 50.
Going into the 10 together.
32.19, 32.63 for Whittle.
Only 0.2 between them. Lane 3 is now making a charge. Angus Allison, he always finishes races really fast. He's had a bit of illness in the past few months and he's been out of the water, so it's good to see him pushing hard here. The Stirling swimmer, lane 6 is also going well.
Looks like Whittle's just going to hang on here. Finishing very strongly, Lucas Delia, Whittle, Delia and Angus Allison, I think. Whittle 207.99, 208.52, Delia, and Allison takes third, 208.65. A different type of race that one, Ian.
Yeah, very, very different. You saw that those different tactics coming into play there. The French guy came strong really at the end in 32.0 down the final 50. Whittle was hanging on, Brodie was fading, Angus Allison was coming strong. And it was quite a close finish in the end.
Brodie, leader hanging on for fourth. So this is a super final. Going in lane 1 from Edinburgh University is Jordan McPhail. In lane 2 from the University of Bath is Jack Skerry. In lane 3 from Swim Ireland, Bryden Brown. In 4 from Swim Ireland, we have John Short. In 5 from the University of Bath is Brodie Williams. In 6 from Team Netherlands, Niels Jackson. In 7 from Swim Ireland, we have Brandon Bliss. And in lane 8 from the University of Aberdeen Performance, Jamie Ferguson. This is the super final of the male and open 200 metres backstroke. Brodie Williams would be a strong fancy in this one, I think, Ian.
Yeah,
the youngster John Short's been swimming extremely well.
Yeah, he's one of Ireland's top junior prospects already, a senior level athlete, to be fair. Brodie Williams, international class athlete here, global international class athlete, one of the best in the world in this event. Good swim this morning from Bryden Byrne to get lane 3, the 203 swim. Brandon Bliss as well, so Ireland well represented in this. Scots on the outside with Ferguson and McPhail.
And this will be a lot faster. Both Short and Williams were pretty cruising in the heats this morning, as you expected, Ian.
Yeah, and they both have a tendency to go out really strong in races. Sometimes Brodie is a little more strategic and he likes to play around with his pace, but often you've seen him and Short take their races out strong, and they like to get into a strong position in the first half of the race. And it's Brodie at the first turn in 28-1 with the lead.
The 2 middle lanes at the moment just have that slight advantage. Williams from Short with Jack Sherry in lane 2, maybe just third. It's just Williams from Short. 30.52 and a 30.71, so they just extended that to roughly about a third of a second.
Yeah, both these swimmers have their eyes on their respective Olympic teams in this event. John Short for Ireland, Brodie Williams, the GB swimmer. They'll be looking to make the Paris team in a few weeks' time when their trials. Brodie, it is, as we approach the final turn, he's just slightly ahead now of Short.
30.67, 30.96, taking another third of a second, so he's got virtually 2/3 of a second and still maintaining that, and if anything, just beginning to put a little bit distance between himself and Short, but Short's responding, Ian.
Yeah, he's not giving up. He was just outside the 2 minutes earlier this morning, so he should be close to it again. Can Brodie dip under 2 minutes?
Just inside, 1:59.68, Short 2:00.39, almost identical splits for that last 50. Skerry takes third, 2:02.92.
Yeah, good swimming there, well-paced racing from both Short and Williams. I'm sure dipping under the 2 minutes will ensure Brodie goes home happier than he would be if he was just over the 2 minutes. It's always nice to do that in a 200 backstroke, and he'll be leaving that there as he now really focuses in on his preparation, because there's a few in contention, but in the past few years we've seen Brodie as one of the top Brits in this event, so good luck to him. We move on to the women's 200 breaststroke.
Yes, it's the junior final. 8 swimmers in one. We've Lily Mundell from Heart of Midlothian. 2 Izzy Minnock from Morpeth. 3, Abby Whitfield, Derwent-side. 4, Ella McGeorge, Step Rock. 5, Maya Rogers, Warner Bath Club. 6, Esme Hall from Borough of Stockton. 7, Tegan Black, East Lothian Swim Team. And 8, Zana Smith from Warnbrook Bath Club. If you're wondering where Step Rock is, that's St Andrews over in Fife. Well, Mendell, Zana Smith, and I think Tegan Black from the afternoon heats, managing to get themselves into this junior final. Good start from Maya Rogers in lane number 5. But an even better start from the Heart Swimmer in 1. Don't say she got off to a flyer, she just got out very sharply in.
Yeah, Lily Mundell, sometimes known, although she's very young, she's a good 50 freestyler, 100 freestyler, but I'm really pleased to see her swimming well in breaststrokes as well. She had a good 100 breaststroke earlier in this competition, and nice to see her tackling the 200 here.
Yeah, I think she was 4th at Nationals in this event, and as you see, in our freestyle 100 and 200 freestyle is very good. National age group champion in those. She'll do well if she gets in the top half a dozen here. As the rest of the swimmers really start coming through. Esme Hall, 14-year-old from Borough Stockton, absolutely flying down the second 50. Esme Hall going out in a 36.24 and 40.45, actually a second faster than Tegan Black beside her, and Abby Whitfield over in lane 3.
Yeah, impressive second length from Esme Hall, the Borough of Stockton swimmer, only 14 as well, same age as Mundell. The rest of the swimmers are all older than that. So it's a youngster really pushing on here as we go down the third 50.
Abby Whitfield, the swimmer from Derwent-side, in second place. She's within striking distance, maybe half a body length, not much between them out the turn. And in 7, Tegan Black in 3rd, some way back. Well, we need a charge from someone. At the moment, it's still well clear in lane 6. Esme Hall.
Hall and Whitfield
trying hard to
for
keep
the win.
there.
Lane 7 pushing on, that's Tegan Black from East Lothian trying to put in a strong finish. Lane 4 coming through as well. Ella McGeorge from Step Rock.
Well, she might sneak a 3rd here, because I think Tegan Black's maybe sneaked into 2nd. We know that Esme Hall takes that one. Very close, lane 3 and 4. Abby Whitfield hanging on to take 2nd, and Ella McGeorge from next to nowhere. You see that 40.60. Maybe she could have done with a slightly faster 3rd 50 to give her half a chance.
4 seconds quicker than this morning from Esme Hall, so dropping to a 2:41. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's her personal best, but it was a 4-second drop from the heats. And 2:41 at age 14 is actually pretty good swimming, that.
Well, 2:42.44 she came into the meet on, Ian, so
it's likely that's a
it's
PB
there or thereabouts, yeah.
And there was a few girls there significantly dropped their time from the heat, so we'll see if the same can happen in this B final.
Denise Ayala Gugu from City Manchester Aquatics in 1, Niamh Savarai Newcastle Swim Team 2, Erin Taylor Finns in 3, Niamh Connery Swim Ireland, who's been going really nicely in the breaststroke events from Swim Ireland, Katie Coventry from Morpeth in 5, Eva Jones off nicely from Swim Ireland in 6, Evie Mackey from Lanark in 7, and Lewis Inch from Winsford goes in lane 8. So lane 6, Eva Jones, Ian, takes it out strongly with Irish swimmer Niamh Connery in 4, and beside her Erin Taylor from Finns.
Yeah, Ava Jones is a very good breaststroke swimmer from Ireland. One of their best junior breaststrokers. Normally prefers the 100 and the 50 meter breaststroke race, but so it's good to see her having a go here in this 200. She's probably capable of going sub 40. She's 44, I think, in the heats. So she is a classy swimmer, and Islander in good form. She trains in Dublin with Andrew Addison at the squad there. But she's only 0.8 of a second ahead of Erin Taylor from Finns and Niamh Connery from the other Irish swimmer in this. They're coming back now.
Well, if she can maintain sort of 40s, she's going to be very close to her entry for the event, 235.76. Two swimmers, as you mentioned, Ian, Erin Taylor, Niamh Connery, within touching distance here, a little between the two of them. Katie Coventry trying to inject some pace as well. She's got a little bit to make up in lane 5, 41.07 from Niamh Connery. She's going the fastest of those three swimmers.
Only half a second separating these three into the final 50, but Niamh is starting to pull away.
Yeah, she's been very impressive in these breaststroke events, and in the IM section of her breaststroke has really pulled her through from nowhere, and you can see that coming through in the final 30 or 40 metres. Still powering down that final stretch, Ian.
A very good swim, 2:38.02, excellent swim from Niamh Connery. Erin Taylor right on the 2:40.00. She'll be pretty happy with her swim, I think, as well. 4 seconds quicker than this morning. And Katie Coventry just got ahead of Ava Jones on the touch, 1/100th of a second ahead for that 3rd and 4th place.
And maybe Evie Mackey, we down at around 2:49.
Still recovering from her 1500 perhaps.
Yeah, and I'm sure Karen will just have a wee word with her and just calm her down if she's a wee bit upset about that. Good learning experience for her,
absolutely. A really good racing prospect here, though. This is a stacked and quality field for the A final of the 200 breaststroke.
One is Owen Cook from Edinburgh University. In 2, and Hannah Devon, Stirling University. 3, Anna Morgan from Edinburgh University. 4, we have Lily Booker from the Loughborough Performance Centre. 5, from Edinburgh University is Cara Hanlon. 6, from Swim Ireland, Emily McCartney. And 7, from the National Centre Dublin, Niamh Coyne. And in lane 8, from Thornbulis, Justine Brock. That's the female 200 metres breaststroke super final. As you see, a lot of quality in this one.
Yeah, we've got no juniors in this. These are all senior athletes, most of them into their 20s, experienced, quality athletes, some of the best in Great Britain and Ireland here. Some of these girls will be pushing for Olympic places in a couple of weeks' time as well, so it'll be really interesting to see what we can get from this final tonight.
Cara Hanlon. That's in a couple of seconds. She's got Lily Booker to contend with in this one. So at the start, and Harrod Evans, Anna Morgan in 2 and 3 off smartly, and Harrod maybe just shades it at this early stage, Ian, but there's 5 almost in a line.
Yeah, again, pacing, different strategies of pacing are going to be interesting to see here. Do you go out strong? Do you hold your stroke smooth at the beginning? Yeah. Looks like Cara Hanlon has decided to go out pretty strong. She had a really good 200 at the Bucks Champs a couple of weeks ago. But it was such a close race then, and some of the same girls are in this field. So look out for them pushing on. Lily Buck is usually strong at the back end of a race. So is Angred Evans. Anna Morgan had a great 200 at the Bucks Champs. So it's all to play for here.
Cara Hanlon at the moment, just about a body length clear of Booker, Morgan and Evans. Those four, not much between them all. Other three maybe turning that a wee bit better than Cara, pulling a little bit nearer her. Cara Hanlon still half a body length clear. And here comes Booker to challenge.
It still could go anyway here with these four swimmers in the middle. Evans, Morgan, Booker, Hanlon. Hanlon still just with the advantage. Looks like Evans is starting to push on.
Well, virtually.
Yeah, they're all on low 38s there. All about a race down this final 50. Hanlon looking the strongest at the moment. Coached by Matt Trodden at the University of Edinburgh. Often thought of as a 100-metre swimmer, but really doing the business here on the 200 as well.
Well, she's gone out strongly, and at the moment she's still holding them in, and it looks as though she is going to hold on. Booker is coming fast at the death, but she's not going to catch Cara Hanlon, who's swum a really solid race. She'll be delighted with that. 2:27 on the nose.
Yeah, what was really good there was that she'd gone out strong, but she really held on the last 50, held her pace, 38.1, and Booker and Angred Evans came back in 38.1 as well, but Hanlon was holding on, so they couldn't catch her.
So Cara Hanlon be happy to go one better on day 3.
Now a change of direction. We're going to the 100 butterfly boys junior final.
Well, an interesting one, this one. Conor Ferguson in 1 from Swim Ireland. 2, Scott Fleming from East Kilbride. 3, Lash Elmdeeb from Hohenstatens. 4, Strong Fancy, I'm sure, will be Dean Fern from Aberdeen Dolphins. 5, Tiago Gomez from Eindhoven. 6, Isaac Buchan, Borough Stockton. 7, Evan Davison from Fair City. And in 8, from Carnegie, having gone under a minute in long course for the first time, James Kilpatrick. Strong start from Fern there.
Yeah, very good, accomplished at the 50 butterfly Fern. Scottish junior and British junior record holder in that event. I would expect him to be the favourite here. He had 55.6 this morning, which was a good heat swim.
Uh, 25.12, well. Looks as though he's quite serious about this one. It's the last 15 metres whether he can keep this strong pace going.
Yeah, Elias Al-Madib is looking to push him all the way though. Yeah. And Tiago Gomez hanging in. But third it is.
Inside the final few metres, keep your eye on the clock. 52, 53, 55, 54.88.
Personal
that
best.
Is a new Scottish junior record for Dean Ferrin. Takes 900ths off the existing record of 54.88.
Excellent swim, and he didn't
Fantastic.
spot his finish either. I thought he should have taken another stroke at the finish there. He chose to dive for the wall He was probably hanging on in a lot of pain at that moment in time, but still something to work on there perhaps, but a great swim. He really went for it. He held it nicely on the way back, and I know he'll be, and his coach Laura Bowie will be very happy with that. The Aberdeen Dolphins swimmer. Very good swim. Scottish junior record.
Yeah, great. First junior record we've had at the meet. Our B final. Nikita Baez, League of Erin in 1. 2, Andrew Bertoli. 3, Evan Jones, both Stirling University. 4, Angel Exposito, Wheel of Franche. 5, Jamie Robertson, Stirling University. Salvador Gordo in 6.
Everyone on a 55 from this in the heats, so it could be really close.
Tom Robinson, Edinburgh University in 7. James Woodward from Hatfield in 8. Lane 5, maybe Ian. Jamie Robertson. Oh, lane 1 actually. Nikita Baez, the Frenchman, strong.
I'd expect some of these guys to come back strong in the final 50. Robertson being one of them. Evan Jones another. He's already swum well in the 100 free.
And here he comes. Yeah. Jones and Robertson, as you say, Ian, coming through very strongly at the death.
Baez is
Jones
fading.
has got this one. Evan Jones has nailed this one. Robertson, and in 4 perhaps Angel Exposito. That is indeed the finish. Evan Jones 54.01. Robertson 54.54, 54.79. Exposito.
Yeah, good swimming from Jones and Robertson there. Also Esposito and Bertoli into the 54s. And they'll be happy with that swim, I'm sure.
So the lights are dimmed in. And we move on to our super final for the male and 100 meters butterfly in lane 1, representing Stirling University is Duncan Scott. In lane 2, representing Swim Ireland, is Evan Bailey. In lane 3, representing the University of Aberdeen Performance, is Tom Bailey. In lane 4, representing Hohenstatten's Casper Pugard. In 5, representing Liverpool Performance Centre, Joe Litchfield. In lane 6, representing League of Erin, Killian Peck. In 7, representing the City of Manchester Aquatics, it's Jamie Ingram. And finally, in lane 8, representing Edinburgh University, is Brodie Gordon Gibson. This is super final, the male and open 100 metres butterfly.
Yeah, good race and prospect here. Hard to know. Duncan Scott's in lane 1. His PB is a Scottish record at 52.2. He only went in on 54.8 this morning. He was probably at 54.7. He was probably taking it quite easy. So
he was actually taking it quite easy, and he maybe thought he would be in a more central lane,
perhaps.
but did enough to get in.
But Casper Pugard is a really good 100 butterfly swimmer. The Danish swimmer 53.7. I think he can go quicker than that as well. So interesting to see what happens here.
Casper, one of the skins the other night, so smartly away in 5 is Litchfield. Just for Litchfield in 5.
Yeah, Litchfield's very speedy swimmer at 100 butterfly, 100 backstroke. He's really good round the turn, underwater.
Scott in 1 though, as well there. Scott and Litchfield, nothing in it. 1200s out the turn. Duncan Scott might just be just ahead, but they're coming back. Litchfield still well there. Pugard is flying at the death. This is going to be a tight one. I think Litchfield now hits this front from Pugard. That's the 1-2. Scott just feeding a wee bit. It's those two in the middle with Scott third. Litchfield takes that 52-65. Went out strong and just managed to maintain that throughout.
Yeah, he's done really well there, Litchfield. He went for it from the off. Good start, good pace, good turn. Held off the challenge of Pugard on the way back. Slightly surprised he was ahead of Pugard there, but he is a class act himself, Joe, on that event. And moving swiftly on to the 100 freestyle for women.
So this is a junior final. So in the junior final we have in lane 1 Falkerton from Hobenstattens. 2 Kiana Kirtzer, Warner Bastrop. 3 is Catherine Renfrew, Perth City. 4 Million Bissard from League of Erne. 5 Angelina Roman from Team Netherlands. 6 Mirimishenko from University of Aberdeen Performance. 7 Leila Weatherspoon, Heart of Midlothian. And 8 Elizabeth Land from Newcastle Swim Team. 57s through to 59s. Yeah, good start in lanes 5 and 7. Leila Weatherspoon, the heart swimmer, off smartly, but coming through the middle lanes now. Maylene Bessard and Angelina Roman. And that swimmer, I think, just takes it up, Ian. Bessard in 4 from Roman. It's actually Roman. Not much in it, Ian. 10th of a second.
Yeah, it looks like between the middle two lanes, although Catherine Renfrew is in good form and is going well as well. She's challenging, but lane 5 looks strong, Angelina Roman.
And coming back at that is Bessard. The Roman's going to hold that. Roman, Bessard flying at the death. Bessard's got that. Oh, had she? Well, I thought she'd just got up. 100th in it. Bessard 57.41, just touched out. 57.32. Catherine Renfrew, decent swim, 57.89. And Mirimishenko in 4th.
Yeah, just
couldn't quite reach quite enough there, Ian. Very good finish.
357s in the junior swim. Catherine Renfrew, that was nice to see her swimming well, the Perth swimmer. So in lane 3, 57.8. That was an excellent swim as well. So yeah, a good junior final that.
Yeah.
Straight on to the B though.
1 is Georgina Pryor, Derby Excel. 2 Amy Monk, Swansea University. 3 Milora Trompetti from League of Erne. 4 Tessa Gill from Feyenoord. And 5 Anastasia Ubankia from Fonvios. 6 Janice Spinner, University of Bath. 7 Nelly Stirling University. And 8 Lily Rose Berthold from League of Erne. 56s and 57s in this one, Ian.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking to try and go a bit quicker. Great start from Tessa Gill.
Yeah.
Swimming well at this competition.
And Tessa Gill well out here. Good half a metre clear already. Bankia coming through to try and get in the challenge, but strong start by Gill. 26.35, about 2/3 of a second clear of Bankia and Trompet. Well, they've what to do to try and catch her, because at the moment she still holds a good advantage, if anything, maybe pulling away inside the final 15.
Yeah, the second place could go anywhere here, but Gill has a strong finish.
Ubankia and Monks, I think. Gill takes that very fast swim, 55.35. It was Trompet 56 and Monks 56.76, finishing second and third.
Excellent swim from Tessa Gill. 55.3 down from a 56.6 in the heats. I'm sure the Dutch coaches that are here will be happy with that performance. That starts to challenge the Dutch team for places in the relay at the Olympics. You know, if she can get into the 54s, she's going to be perhaps right up there for that team. So good swim.
So this is the female 100 metre super final. 1 is Victoria Catterson, Swim Ireland. 2, Lucy Hope, Stirling University. 3 is Freya Colbert, Loughborough Performance Centre. In 4 from Team Netherlands, Milo Vilk. In lane 5 from Stirling University, Evie Davis. In 6 from Loughborough Performance Centre, Medi Harris. In lane 7 from the Bermuda Swim Team, Emma Harvey. And in 8 from University of Bath, Jemima Hall. Our super final of the female 100 metres. Another one where it could go anywhere.
Yeah, there's wide open this. You know, Catterson all the way through the hall were good at this event. You got Hope, one of Britain's best. Scottish record holder, 53.89 is Hope's best time. Colbert's in form, world champion on the 400 IM. Evie Davis is a strong swimmer from Stirling. Medi Harris, the Welsh, often known for her backstroke, but clearly a great freestyler as well. And Emma Harvey from Bermuda.
Yeah.
Used
We're
to
talking
swim
about
over
that.
here.
I think she used to swim at Millfield School and
Yeah.
seemed to disappear off the radar. But
And Warrender, she swam for Warrender for a while as well.
Yeah, so good to have her
Connections to
back.
Scotland.
Yeah. So the 100 metres free and a strong start by Vilk in 4, along with Evie Davis in 5. And the near side, Lucy Hope, Victoria Catterson smartly away as well. But it's the Dutch lass Vilk with the advantage in. Got it very strongly, 26.29.
And Harvey is out there in second at 26.99, but yeah, these Dutch know how to swim in 100 freestyle. Milo Vink here looking strong. Can the Brits challenge her?
Evie Davis trying to get in terms, but Freya Colbert flying at the death, but I think she's just maybe going to run out of water here. Vilk hanging on here. Colbert might just snatch this. Not quite, I don't think.
Oh, 100th of a second.
Yeah, just hanging on at the death, Vilk from Colbert and Davis. 55.25, 55.26. It was close. I didn't think it was quite as close as that. I thought it was about 300s.
Yeah, it was hard
Evie
to
Davis,
predict.
55.71.
Harris 55.8, Hope 55.9, Harvey 56. Oh, it was so close.
Yeah, just got that wrist out just in time.
I thought Colbert had it, but maybe
I think it's
got the
referee's eye in.
Got the stronger touch. Yeah. You have to. Well, we've said it before on these conversations. You have to touch the pad.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
You can't just touch it. You have to smash your hand into it if you want to get these close finishes.
So we slow things down a wee bit, Ian. Now it's a bit more sedate. A 400 free. It'll still be fun though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
because I know some of the. I mean, we had a great swim from Scott Fleming.
Yeah.
To swim into lane 4 here with a 4:07 this morning. But I know some of the other swimmers were pleased with the heats, but I'm looking to drop that time. Hoping to knock 3 or 4 seconds off tonight. Particularly Ben McLaughlin and James Boddy were saying that earlier. They were hoping to knock their times down this evening. So we shall see what happens.
1 is Oscar Churnside from Geary. 2, Sean Benellan from Swim Ireland. 3, James Boddy from Geary. 4, Scott Fleming, East Kilbride. 5, Carlos Halawi from Hohenstrattens. 6, Ben McLaughlin, Geary. 7, Thomas Trainer, East Kilbride. And 8, Sarah Gulen, Wonder Bass Club. Well, it's no real surprise, Ian, a 4 or an 800 to see Geary and East Kilbride well represented.
Yeah, they two of our clubs who like to develop the distance events, and
as we were saying earlier on,
being one of those.
Yeah, was two clubs do a lot of distance stuff, and we are hoping to see more and more swimmers having a go at that.
At the moment, though, it's Carlos Halawi who's taking it on. With Scott's going with him, though. They're out in 58, 57, 58. Yeah. That's strong pace for the first 100 of 400. Again, it's not the event where you want to be killing yourself at the start. You want to control your effort.
Well, he's into the meet on a 4:02. 68 rather, where he was second at the Danish Juniors. So he's got a wee bit to improve on that 4:10.39, and Scott Fleming certainly will do his utmost to stick with him.
James Body going well for the Geary swimmer in lane 3. Hanging into third place there. 200 at 1:59 for Halawi, 2:00 for Fleming. This is good swimming from these two guys.
Scott, recent runner-up at the schools at his home pool at East Kilbride. And he's had a very good meet, Ian.
He has. He's in good form. He's having a good 100 fly. He's having a good 200 fly. He's working really well at the moment. He's got the British champs coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Probably 200 fly is main focus.
Yeah, I think he's looking forward to doing the 200 fly down at the British champs. That's the one that I think will be the one that he really wants to.
He's not far from making a breakthrough on that event, I think. But he's going well here, still holding 31s. James Body is, he's 5-6 metres back, but he's going well. Sean Donnellan in lane 2, also in contention here. Final 100 to go now.
Well, Scott will give it everything. He's about a second back. And again, he's the sort of guy that doesn't worry about if he loses, as long as he's put in everything and gives it everything. He just shrugs it off and gets on with the job.
Super guy. He's great to talk to, and he's really tough in the water. He just gets in there, does his job, works hard, and he's doing a great job here.
Well, looks like he just slipped back a wee bit at 1500s, but he's sticking with them.
Can he just find a little bit extra now? Halawi's he's done a good swim here. We must credit him. He's took it on. He's hanging on. But he's holding off Fleming, although Fleming's challenging now.
He's coming, he's flying at the head as always. Yeah, oh well, Scott Fleming's just going to run out of water, Ian. Almost there. Well, that's a great swim from both the boys. Scott Fleming, 4:05 on the nose, coming back to 29:40. Alawi 29:69. They both were flying down that final stretch, 4:04.38. Scott Fleming. Not sure whether that will be a long course PB, but it's if it isn't,
I think it is.
It probably well is.
It's a great swim from him. Really well paced.
Yeah.
And strong and held on to it. Going out there with the Danish boy. Nice to see James Body dipping under 4:10 in the final there. He went 4:09, and I know he'll be happy with that as well.
Yeah, Scott dropping that, I suspect, short course conversion, 4:05.3 to 4:05 dead. Our B final, we have Henry Baker, Stirling University in 1, Emil Vincent in 2 from League of Ireland, 3 Merlin Belmont from Team Netherlands, 4 Finn McGeever, National Centre Limerick, 5 Arthur Logan, Edinburgh University, 6 Tony Joe Trent-Oliver, Stirling University, 7 Jude Lilliard from Edinburgh University, and in 8 Dennis O'Brien from Swim Ireland. Dennis O'Brien, Junior
Fleming's,
coming in this
Fleming's
one.
PB was 4:06.93.
Well, there we are. Great PB then. Always great when you can improve on a short course conversion, long course, and beat that, Ian.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be very happy, I think.
I'll be away for a swim down. And the B final underway. McGeever in 4. Just has a very marginal advantage over Logan and Trent Oliver. Well, there is Bellman from Team Netherlands, Mitch Swimmer in lane 3, turning in 4th. Henry Baker in the near side. He was there or thereabouts, but maybe just dropping back a wee bit here. So McGeever from Logan. So coming down to halfway. McGeever still with half a metre advantage over Logan. Third place very close.
Logan starting to take a little closer order now on McGeever. He was the only swimmer, him and Vincent were the only swimmers to go 30-point splits on that 50.
McGeever bronze medalist at the Irish Championships. And maybe just trying to extend that advantage. We'll see what the split is for that 30.09, 30.70. Well, they've both picked up the pace, but McGeever significantly.
I think McGeever saw that Logan was coming at him and he's really put their foot down on that fifth length, pulled away a little bit.
Vincent finishing very strongly in lane 2. And McGeever's got this one under control. Still about a body length clear of Logan, and I think third place will be Vincent. Still another 100 to go at this. McGeever now digging in. 30.52, 30.42 for McGeever. At 30.64 for Vincent, still trying to get in the mix, and Tony Joe Trent Oliver trying to find something as well over in lane 6 to challenge for third place. But this looks as though McGeever has just put that little bit of extra spurt on this last 50. 30.03, 30.16, and off the wall. Third place is Vincent, and I think he's got this under control, Ian.
It has. They've all spread out here. McGeever's got it all the way from Logan. Can they break the 4-minute barrier? It looks like McGeever will. Can Logan dip under it?
Not quite.
Just
he does get there.
3:59.75 for Logan. 3:58.0 for McGeever. They'll be pleased to have got under 4 minutes. There were 4:02s this morning. So a nice little drop for the final. And we'll give them a bit of confidence as they round off their meet.
So once again the lights are dimmed, and we move on to the super final for the male and open 400 metres freestyle. In lane 1, representing Stirling University, is George Smith. In 2, representing Loughborough Performance Centre, is Charlie Hutchison. In lane 3, representing the University of Bath, is Luke Turley. In lane 4, representing Loughborough Performance Centre, is Max Litchfield. In lane 5, representing the University of Bath, is Kieran Bird. And in lane 6, representing Edinburgh University, Luke Hornsey. in 7, representing the National Centre Limerick, Jeremy's Bagshot. And in lane 8, representing Stirling University, Jack Munsey. This is the super final of the Male and Open 400 metres freestyle. So Luke Turley, winner of the 800, third in the 200. Luke Hornsey, second in the 8 and 1500, and the top junior in that, and second also in the 200, second fastest junior in the 203. And he's been swimming pretty well, Ian, Luke Hornsey.
He has this weekend and all this season.
Yeah.
He's really moving forward. He's moved on this year to the University of Edinburgh. He's coached by Chris Jones, the head coach at the University of Edinburgh, and he's one of those who's targeting those longer events. Part of his profile. He does swim down to the 200, sometimes the 100, but 4, 8, 15 are probably where he's focusing at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a potential qualifier for European Junior Championships this year for Scotland. We hope he'll make that team. Again, that is selected in a couple of weeks' time.
You always feel it's very deceptive when you watch him swimming. He just seems to pull something out, especially in the latter stages of a race.
Yeah, he often has a smooth, relaxed stroke, and you think, is he really going for it?
Yeah.
But he is, you know.
Yeah, you saw that at the Open Champions a wee back in June last year. Very impressive when he swam there. So in this early stage, Litchfield out in lane 4, very strongly indeed. Bagshot over in lane 7, also well there.
Yeah, again, there's some interesting tactics here with Turley, Hutchison, Litchfield, Bird. Some real quality swimmers, Bagshot as well. Extremely high-level field this. And it's all about tactics, I think. Bagshot's decided to take it out strong, 55-0. And Litchfield tracking him. Turley, very well known for coming back strong at the end of a race, the University of Bath swimmer. Watch out for him at the end. Hornsey likes to come back strong at the end as well. And he's still in the mix.
Hutchison well there in 2. Still Bagshaw with Hutchison, Turley, Litchfield almost together in 2, 3 and 4.
We shouldn't forget Kieran Bird either. He swam for Great Britain in the last Olympics in this event. So watch out for him as we approach the halfway mark.
3 almost together and 2 just a little bit further back, Bird and Hornsey.
That's good pace. 154s, 155s. Really good.
Turley now just sneaks into the lead. Hutchison and Litchfield either side of him, and Bagshaw still going pretty well over in 7. Kieran Bird and Luke Hornsey not out of it either. They're within touching distance. And Bird maybe making a wee move here, Ian.
Yeah, it looks like the race is on this side of the pool now, with Bird, Litchfield, Turley, Hutchison all challenging. Hornsey and Bagshaw slipped back a little bit.
Yeah.
Bagshaw in particular looks like he's tiring.
Litchfield now putting a marker down with 100 to go.
I mean, he's a 400 world medalist, is Max Litchfield. He knows this event really well, but watch out for Turley. Can he always find something at the end of a race. And here comes Bird as well. And Hutchison's hanging in lane 2.
At the moment, Litchfield still looks as though he's got plenty left. Turley and Bird almost together.
Could be looking around 350 here if he can come back in a 27 point.
At the moment,
quite good for today.
Litchfield looks as though he has this now, Ian, inside the final 25. He's not going to get caught.
Yeah, he's pulling away nicely. This is a good swim from Max Litchfield. Kieran Bird coming in. Maybe he's going to overtake Turley for second.
Well, looks that way. Yeah, Bird will get second, but Litchfield takes that in 3:51.01. Bird 3:52.39 and Turley 3:52.83 takes third. Hutchison, Smith fourth and fifth. So well done to Litchfield.
Yeah, excellent race that. Also, like we said before, these 400s, the tactics are so important. But 3:51, 3:52, good place to be at for a 400 freestyler leading into the Olympic trials. On to our last event, the women's 200 IM. 3 more races to finish off this session.
Yeah, a few more swimmers getting a second, maybe even third swims. That's the female 200 metres individual medley or junior final. And a few girls will be delighted to sneak into this one this evening. Niamh Connery in 1 from Swim Ireland, 2 Gabby Freeman from Morpeth, 3 Perry Scobie from Stirling Swimming, 4 Emily Maxwell from Derwentside having her third swim this evening, Evie Mackey from Lanark, 6 is Alice Cummings, City Glasgow, 7 Tegan Black, another swimmer having at least another swim from East Lothian swim team, and 8 Mia Mason from City Manchester Aquatics. Interesting to see if Evie Mackey's recovered from that swim earlier on.
Yeah, she looked tired in the 200 breaststroke.
Yeah.
This is her third swim of the night, so I'm not sure. She has a PB of 2:24. I think it'll be challenging for her to do that here after those other 2 swims. It's Emily Maxwell taking it out, the Derwentside swimmer.
Perry Scobie going well in lane 2.
Yeah, Perry Scobie's swimming very well this weekend.
Yeah, she's been doing some great stuff this last 3 or 4 months, Ian.
Yeah, working with coach Charlie Balderson, the head coach of Stirling. Doing a good job with her.
Reaching the halfway mark, Emily Maxwell. As we transition on to breaststroke, Evie Mackey coming through strongly and possibly just second. Mia Mason in third. And Evie Mackey, you would expect, will try and close a bit, as will Perry Scobie, who's turned in 5th place. Perry Scobie will really have to motor because her freestyle is possibly, as I said earlier in the live stream this afternoon, the weakest of our 4 disciplines. Yeah. Certainly an exceptionally good breaststroke swimmer.
Well, Mia Mason in lane 8 is looking strong as well. But it's Emily Maxwell coming into the final turn, 2 meters ahead of Scobie and Mason.
Perry Scobie making up a couple of seconds there. Evie Mackey turning in 4th. And maybe just 1 race too long for Evie this evening, but
still
good practice for her.
Yeah, no, it's good practice, and she's still hanging in there, trying to get 3rd place here. She's just coming past Scobie, I think. Alice Cumming finishing well in lane 6.
So Emily Maxwell takes that in a 2:23.30. Great swim from her over the far side. Mia Mason flying at the end with a 33 from nowhere, takes 2:26.03 for 2nd place. Evie Mackey ends up in 3rd place on 2:27.88, just ahead of Perry Scobie and Alice Cumming. Another good race, Ian.
Yeah, good swing. Probably a little bit tired, some of those swimmers at the end of the weekend or this session where they've had already 1 or 2 swims, but fighting out hard
Yeah.
On to the B final.
Another one in there, Tegan Black finishing in 6th after a fairly hard session this evening. In lane 1, this B final has Chloe Harris, Edinburgh University, 2, Susie McNair from Stirling Swimming, 3, Lara Thompson, Edinburgh University, 4, Silke Hulkenberg from Team Netherlands, 5, Mary Craig, Edinburgh University, 6, Alana Burns and Ken from Swim Ireland, 7 is Alice Forrest, Derwentside, and 8, Rebecca Reid from Aberdeen. Now, Susie McNair and Alice Forrest, the 2 juniors in this one, or 3 juniors in this one. Alana Burns-Atkin also in this one as well.
Yeah, I would expect to see Susie McNair move forward here from where she was in the heats. Probably maybe a little disappointed with a heat time of 2:25. I expect to see her step up a bit here. Silke Hulkenberg taking it out strong in 29.51.
Expect Susie McNair though to come through strongly in this backstroke section.
Yes. You see her just making her move now.
Wouldn't be surprised if she actually is a leader at halfway. And she'll keep it going as best she can with the breaststroke. She'd like to have a big lead if she could, because they will come back at her on breaststroke here. Silke Hulkenberg 105.15, 105.42. Lara Thompson in lane 3. And Chloe Harris in 1. And over on the far side, Rebecca Reid. Good to see Rebecca Reid still competing at this level, Ian.
It's swimming very well, actually. She's had a good season so far, so I hope she can keep that going. The Aberdeen swimmer.
And it's still Silke with the advantage, but Susie's stuck in there. Can she find something special down the final stretch? She does finish very strongly, as you know. Got about a second to make up. It's
She's
not
a lot faster than she was so far this morning. It won't be far outside her best time. Depends how much she's got left on this freestyle. Hulkenberg, though, is still looking strong.
She looks as though she's got enough left to get the job done. Finishing very strongly, Lara Thompson in lane 3. Susie McNair, I think, is just going to have to settle for second here. As Hulkenberg takes that. 2:19.51. Good solid swims from Susie. Takes second in 2:21.07. She'll be very pleased with that. And third place, Lara Thompson. 2:22.75. Yeah, better swim this evening in that IM for Susie.
Final race of the competition.
It's a good one to finish with, Ian, as we said earlier.
A stacked field again.
Yeah.
Very interesting race ahead.
In lane 1, Katie Shanahan from Stirling University. From Team Netherlands in 2, Anna Doffela. In lane 3, from Loughborough Performance Centre, Freya Colbert. In lane 4, from Loughborough Performance Centre, is Abby Wood. In lane 5, from Swim Ireland, Ellen Walsh. In lane 6, from Swim Ireland, Grace Davison. In lane 7 from Swim Ireland, Ella McCartney. And in lane 8 from the University of Bath, Anna Farrell. Good Cosmopolitan field as well in this one.
Yeah, you've got world medalists in here. Colbert, Wood, Walsh, Shanahan, one of the favourites, but qualified only in lane 1. So don't be surprised to see her out pushing it on. Usually Wood and what we'd expect Wood and Walsh, they're the two best butterfly swimmers in the race. So they might be the early leaders. Watch for Shanahan and Colbert coming through on the backstroke.
Abby Wood was really the only one in the heats this morning, Ian, that actually went out and almost treated it as a race. The rest of them were just
cruising.
Almost, treating it almost like a swim down for a few of them.
Yeah, Abby actually went for a good time this morning. It was 2:11. It's not bad either.
It was a good time, yeah.
If they go anything quicker than that tonight, they'll all be pretty happy, I think.
Katie Shannon, 7th fastest coming in, was doing just enough. It's great if you've got that confidence that you can go a nice slow time and still comfortably get in the final. Outside lane, Katie Shannon at the moment in 5th. Freya Colbert, Abby Wood 1 and 2. And Katie Shanahan will come back in lane 1. At the moment, Abby Wood, Freya Colbert, red cap in lane 3, black cap in 1. Katie Shanahan, those 3.
Yeah, it's the 3 British girls coming into the halfway turn here, all pretty close together. Almost all touching the wall at the same time. Just Colbert ahead.
About a third of a second between the 3 and Abby Wood, though, on the breaststroke. Will want to push on as best she can.
I mean, Abby Wood is really the best of the 3 of them at breaststroke, so we'd expect her to pull out a little bit of a lead here.
Ellen McCartney in 7, flying now, along with Ellen Walsh. 2 Irish girls trying to get into the picture, but Abby Wood has had a very solid breaststroke, Ian. 1:39.57, pretty similar to what she was this morning.
Yeah, 37.5 is a good split.
Freya Colbert with a fair bit to do to claw that back, as has Katie Shanahan, and I don't think they're going to get anywhere near Abby Wood now. Excellent swim from Abby Wood. If anything, pulling further and further away. She's really treating this as a serious event this evening. Gone even faster than she was this morning. It's a great race, great time, 2:10.06. Colbert 2:12.02, and that time from from Abby Wood is a new Edinburgh International meet record by 600s, beating Siobhan Marie O'Connor, no less. So great to see that to finish off.
Very good swim from Abby Wood, 2:10.0. I think that's quicker than she went to the World Championships, actually. Recently in Doha. Colbert, that's a good swim for her for 200 medley, 2:12.0. Shanahan in 3rd at 2:13.5, just holding off Walsh, 2:13.9.
And Ellen Walsh, top Irish girl in 4th place. So great swimming, Ian, again in the final session on day 3. 25 years we've been coming here. Well, I've not been coming here 25 years, but there'll be a few people that have been here for the vast majority of those 25 years.
I think there will be, yeah. There's a little bit of a reception earlier tonight for some ex-swimmers and families and people who have been involved in the past, so it's good to see some old faces here.
So those of you who have joined us on the live stream, thank you very much for supporting the event over the whole weekend. I hope you've enjoyed everyone who's commentated during the live stream on all 9 sessions. Big thanks to our national coach Ian Wright for joining myself, Robert Taylor, this evening on the live stream, and we'd just like to bid you farewell from the Royal Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh at the 25th anniversary of the Edinburgh International Swim Meet. So good evening from Edinburgh, from Ian and myself.
Good evening. Thank you.